chill.
Watching speech.
Mountaintop removal. Energy has become one of the most hot topics in the United States during these last few decades. Discovering new fossil fuels is one of the driving forces for many countries, including our own. One of the newer up-and-coming methods that is being practiced has become known as mountaintop removal, or MTR. Mountaintop removal is a form of surface mining involving topographical alteration or removal of a summit, hill, or ridge to gain access to coal seams. Although mountaintop removal is proving to be resourceful for attaining America's remaining coal supply, mountaintop removal is becoming more deadly and irreversibly destructive and is beginning to give way to negative externalities which society is bearing. Due to its destructive nature, mountaintop removal could essentially start posing detrimental impacts which could begin to affect us all with no possibility to reverse our actions. Stemming as an extension of conventional strip mining, mountaintop removal has become the most prominent method for extracting coal from the Appalachian Mountain region. Primarily, the states are West Virginia, Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky. By using explosives, miners are able to destroy up to 400 vertical feet of mountain to access the coal seams. Due to its inexpensiveness and mountaintop removals requiring a few employees, there began a steep incline of mountaintop removal being practiced on the East Coast in the 1970s. Although proving to be cheap and relatively inexpensive, the lasting impacts of mountaintop removal are making their presence felt by taking the ultimate prize with it, Mother Nature. As one might imagine, using explosives to destroy the side of a mountain might have a slight effect on the outward appearance of the Appalachian region. Since the 1970s, approximately 500 mountaintops have been destroyed, and nearly 700,000 acres of land have been affected. On top of the ever-changing face of the region, there are numerous other persisting issues circling around mountaintop removal. Mountaintop removal frequently results in rock shattering into the foundations of homes while causing costly damage. And it is labeled by many as a threat that is going disguised and untreated, and mountaintop removal's effects on water supplies are proving to be drastic for those in the Appalachian region. Due to MTR, approximately 100 wells a year are drying up, and in a rural, already impoverished region, it is alarming for many families. The most frightening reality for so many people is that not that there is a potential lack of water, but the life-threatening dangers that linger inside the water due in part to mountaintop removal, and all of the negative possibilities MTR is proving to be true. Although there is not much study nor research or time to back it on the health effects of mountaintop removal, the effects on humans are becoming more apparent all the time. Communities surrounded by mountaintop removal sites are exhibiting drastic changes in its citizens' health and childbirths. According to 21 scientific studies that are currently being conducted, in areas near mountaintop removal sites, citizens are experiencing 50% higher cancer rates, 42% higher birth defect rates, and nearly $75 billion a year in public health costs that the society is bearing. Being near or even miles away from these MTR sites, citizens are at a higher risk of being exposed to airborne toxins and dust, which lodge into infrastructure, affecting people virtually unnoticed. EPA studies are finding that streams near mountaintop removal sites are higher in mineral levels and are also decreasing biodiversity, which is also affecting the animals in the Appalachian region. The EPA has also stated nearly 700 miles of Appalachian streams have been irreversibly damaged, and with legislation always changing, the fate for mountaintops in Appalachia seems clouded. Without public exposure or knowledge, mountaintop removal will continue to quietly destroy one of the oldest forests in North America. People will be killed silently, and we will continue to take greater risks to affect more people to discover new energy. Pending change or political awareness, mountaintop removal will exponentially take a toll on the Appalachian region and its people, to the point where it will be virtually impossible to reverse what we have done.
Good.
That was fantastic.
Beautiful. Well,